Make way. The new music food truck is backing in. Powered by Ion Indie Magazine.
Welcome to the big new beat and popular music.
It's the new music food truck with Stace Edwards.
Hey, it's Stace Edwards. Welcome into a very special edition of the new music food truck. It's the Halloween edition. I tell Jim this every year. He never listens, but he's convinced that he makes a very sexy nurse for Halloween.
Hey.
It doesn't work for you, Jim. It just doesn't. Well, anyway, we've got a great show lined up for you today. Spooky band names, spooky song titles. The entire show is dedicated to Halloween, so follow along. The menu's posted on our website at newmusicfoodtruck.com. Don't forget to hit us up on our socials as well. Give us a like on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. So let's fire it up, shall we? Trick or treat, Evil Edna. Tune's called Isle of Dogs. Happy Halloween. It's the new music food truck.
Being chased by a teenage gang. Lunchtime dockers on my jobs. Turn the wrong corner in the Isle of Dogs. Malcolm Gladwell on my podcast. You say running, I say walk fast. Suddenly surrounded to my shame by kids on bikes in the pouring rain. Oi, mate, with a whoosh, going down now. I push past, not slowing. Down, going down. We're off to the races, run like blazes. Tripping over London laces. Lungs are burning like napalm deep inside. Split my trousers, running past the council houses. Breathing, think it's time to hide. All teenagers, born of Satan. As I crouch there in the dark and watch them ride across the park on Boris bikes from their station. I see one, a non-Caucasian, headphones on, feeling numb, about to die in an East End slum, trying not to breathe too loud in case they know I've run to ground. Suddenly one points at me, greasy hair, I take that knee. Down, going down. We're off to the races, run like blazes, tripping over London laces. Lungs are burning like napalm deep inside. Split my trousers, running past the council houses. Breathing, think it's time to hide. All teenagers, born of Satan. Run like blazes, tripping over London laces. Lungs are burning like napalm deep inside. Split my trousers, running past the council houses. Breathing, think it's time to hide. All teenagers, born of Satan.
New music fusion. Hipster approved.
I'm a hipster, so I'm a little offended.
It's the new music food truck.
Situation, I live in, I'm a sucker for seduction. When you share a house with a
plague vendor. I only speak in friction. That's my scary voice. Stace Edwards, it's the new music food truck, the Halloween edition. Here's a fun fact about Halloween. Halloween, by the way, is more Irish than St. Patrick's Day. It's true. Halloween's origins come from the Celtic festival for the dead called Samhain. I hope I said all that right. Celts believed that ghosts of the dead roamed Earth on this holiday, so people would dress in costumes and leave treats out on their front doors to appease the roaming spirits. Halloween fun fact number 1. Well, there's nothing more scary than a band name like the Frights. Here they are. Valentine's Sucks is the name of the single. It's our Halloween show, the new music food truck.
As if February ain't cold enough, you had to go and break my heart. I made 6 reservations just in case of cancellations, but I guess we could eat dinner apart. The way you stared when I bought you that big bear, I could tell you were kinda disturbed by my act of kindness. Can we put this all behind us? Have you tried the chocolate mints? They're superb. Can't believe we're through, but I guess it's really true. Valentine sucks without you. Now I sit here stoned at Benihana's all alone. Valentine sucks without you. Oh, it's now I sit at my desk at my low-class job. Everybody's got flowers on theirs, and it's hard to concentrate. Someone tells me about their date. In hell, Jenny, nobody cares. My house is a mess. I'm 40 days behind in rent, and I still smell your perfume. And I'm full of regret. All that money that I spent to have a barbershop quartet sing for you. One day at a time. I should be fine. Valentine sucks without you. When push comes to shove, it's the National Day of Love. Valentine sucks without you. Oh, Valentine sucks without you. Oh, Valentine sucks without you. Oh, Valentine sucks without you. Valentine's sucks.
The new music food trucks, Ion Indie Music, Takeout.
Do you remember the 6th grade? For the duo Tough on Fridays, it was a class assignment in the 6th grade that led to the foundation of one of the hottest bands coming out of Texas today. You can find out more about the girls of Tough on Fridays in an in-depth interview by Jeff Popka in Ion Indie this month, along with over 145 pages of the best in indie music, absolutely free online at Ion Indie Magazine. That's ION Indie, Indie with an IE Magazine, IonIndieMagazine.com.
The new music food trucks, Ion Indie Music, Takeout.
Me now, my filthy ghost. is what I fear the most. I have lost myself while I had to reach the end. Now I'm hanging here on this gallows tree. And it's my turn now to follow your dreams. I'll be gone for you. I'll take the best of you. Trembling, shaking, teasing you, controlling. I'm the poison in your veins. Finally, my revenge. Ghost, floating in your bed like ghosts, playing hide and seek. Ghosts, twisting you so tight, you can't escape, you can't escape. I'm your ghost, I'm your ghost.
They call themselves Justin Cage. Their single called Ghost. It's the Halloween edition, the new music food truck. Halloween fun fact number 2. Did you know that jack-o'-lanterns were once made out of turnips, beets, and potatoes, not pumpkins? I'll see if I can sum it up for you. There was a man named Stingy Jack, and according to folklore, Stingy Jack was out getting sloshed with the devil when Jack convinced him to turn himself into a coin to pay for the drinks without spending money. Well, he did it, and he put the coin in his pocket, which had a silver cross in it, which prevented the devil from turning back into himself. So Stingy Jack made a deal with the devil and said, hey, as long as you never bother me again, and when he died, you can never claim my soul, I'll turn you back into the devil again and you can do your thing. The devil agreed. So when Stingy Jack died, God said he wasn't fit for heaven, and the devil had already made a promise to not bring him down to hell. So he roamed the earth, and he would put coal in a turnip as a lantern, and Stingy Jack became Jack of the Lantern, or Jack-o'-lantern. And based on this myth, the Irish carved scary faces into turnips, beets, and potatoes to scare away Stingy Jack and other spirits of the night. So now you know the things you learn on the new music food truck. Here's our friend Jennings Couch with Mr. Ghost.
Something here feels weird. Something feels paranormal. A frozen breath and footsteps. Hey, Mr. Ghost, you are trouble, trouble. Why did you come back to haunt me? Let me go. Why don't you stay on the side and leave me alone? I'm begging on top of the world. You should know you'll never get control of my mind, Mr. A bad taste, a guilty face looks at me from the mirror. So, Mr. Ghost, one last toast, then you can fade out forever, forever. Why did you come back to haunt me? Let me go. Why don't you stay on your side and leave me alone? I'm begging on top of the world. You should know you'll never get control of my mind, Mr. Ghost. I'm begging on top of the world.
food truck.
Maybe you'd rather be the one underground and having all the fun. Maybe you think it's really neat if all your friends will work their feet. So come on, grab the shovel and get to work. You're not dead, so let's move some dirt. Before not too long, you'll be underground with nobody left to show you around. You're in grave danger. Lucifer's not a total stranger. Grave danger. And it's your wife and don't try to change her. Maybe this time will be your end. You'll finally pay for all your sins. Maybe this time you'll be cursed to only drive your very own hearse. So grab a shovel and get to work. You're not dead, let's move some dirt. Before not too long, you'll be underground with nobody to show you around. You're in grave danger. Where Lucifer's not a total stranger. Grave danger. Death is your wife and don't try to change her.
What will those crazy Edwards brothers serve up next? Stay tuned. It's the new music food truck.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have
Ta-da! Twinsies!
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information, contact You Gotta Believe at YouGottaBelieve.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
No word in the English language is less convincing than probably.
Are you sure we should get matching tattoos on our first date?
Sure. We'll probably stay together.
Probably? It's been 23 minutes since I ate. I can probably swim.
You should wait 30 minutes.
Okay, now tell me what to do. Cannonball! Cramp! Oh, I have a cramp. I can probably hit the green from here. Probably. Can I get a mulligan?
Ready to go?
Hey, are you sure you're okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sober. Yeah, I'm probably okay.
Probably okay isn't okay, especially when it comes to drinking and driving. If you're drinking, call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Dad, this is fun. I didn't think I liked kayaking.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, but I think it's time to head back in.
Okay. Can we come back?
Sure.
Tomorrow?
Let's check with Mom. Hey, be careful getting out of the boat.
It's a kayak, Dad.
I'm gonna return the kayak. Just make sure you have everything.
Yep. Can we walk home?
How about a
taxi?
233 North Maple, please.
It's a short fare from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Also, find fun activities to do like boating and biking or camping and hiking, plus much more. It's all right in your naturehood.
Best day ever.
A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
Allison is perfect. I mean, she'd never tell you that. She's perfect. Allison, wait, are you texting and driving? Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This bulletin just in. Newsflash. Just minutes ago, a crash in the hills just off I-55 at Junction 7 occurred from an unidentified flying object in Smallstown, West State tonight. This Halloween night, several folks were enjoying the evening. Heard a very loud explosion after seeing what was thought to be a shooting star falling down towards the Northern Hills area. Special investigators, the highly notable Margaret Kurzweil and the peculiar but distinguished Jerry Hall, were at scene. Reported strange glowing green toxic gases of unknown origin mixed with the red flare that had broke out shooting high into the sky, which could have been seen for miles around. Witnesses said soon afterwards a very unexplained and weird phenomena had occurred when a large group of townsfolk from the area were staggering strangely with illuminating green ooze pouring from their heads. Smallstown police and ambulance were sent out, but it was found too late as reports of squirming parasites had taken over as oozing green radioactive zombies pillaged chaotically across the countryside.
It's Halloween 1953, and a UFO has crash-landed in a small town's hilly area with strange green glowing gases illuminating the sky. The effect enters the ears of all who come in contact and changes their brain into oozing green radioactive slime. Is an epidemic blown out of proportion? Could it be an experiment gone haywire by the government? No, it's from an unearthly place unknown, and it's going to visit you while you're asleep, taking over your brains and taking control. It's shocking, it's slimy, it's supernatural, it's spine-chilling, it's strange, it's spooky, and it's slithering, and it's shrieking. Yeah, shrieking green. Shrieking green.
It's the new music food truck, powered by Ion Indie Magazine.
They came and crashed on our ravine on Hallows Eve. Fire and smoke rose to the sky in crazy shade of glowing green. A world of confusion from gases of illusion entered ears and minds of passers-by, condemned to hell their souls at night. Shrieking green coming out of your head, from out of your heart, from within the dead. Shrieking green from some place unknown, coming out of the cracks from your wretched soul. Shrieking green coming out of your brain, taking over control, driving you insane. Shrieking green, rotting in between, was an evil thing, king of Halloween. Yeah, shrieking green. Each of the night, while the whip goes through your head on fire, I know that evil green is ugly desire. Whoa, 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 whoa. Swarm of walking dead with oozing green inside their bubbling head. controlled by aliens. A race will end the visit you in. And there's nowhere to hide, and there's nowhere to run. One deep sleep, a piece of fun, swimming sacrifice until you turn. Shrieking green coming out of your head, come out of your heart from within the dead. Shrieking green from some place unknown, coming out of the cracks from your wretched soul. Shrieking green coming out of your brain, just you know control, drive you insane pain. Shrieking green rotten in between, boss evil thing, king of Halloween. Yeah, shrieking green.
It's the new music food truck.
Mess me up and remind them to control me. Every time I talk to you, it's like all about me. It only makes you stronger, that's what they always say. Do I look like me doesn't, cause you wreck me every day. Need your brain, need your brain, need your brain in my head now, so I can think again. Need your brain, need your brain. Are you in for a transplant before I go insane? Bless me up and remind, so what is wrong with me? After all, you should accept my apology. Ideas are trouble, just tell me what to do. Your RBD and tell me we'll blindly follow you. Need your brain, need your brain, need your brain in my head now, so I can think again. Need your brain, need your brain. Are you in for a transplant before I go insane? Need your brain, need your brain, need your brain in my head now, so I can think again. Need your brain, need your brain. Are you in for a transplant before I go insane?
It's another spooky tune. The band's called Bankrupt with Need Your Brain. It's the Halloween edition of the new music food truck. Halloween fun fact number 3. Did you know that in a few American towns, Halloween was originally referred to as Cabbage Night? A lot less scarier that way. This comes from a Scottish fortune-telling game when girls used cabbage stumps to predict information about their future husbands. Teens would skip the fortune-telling part and simply just walk around throwing cabbage at their neighbors' houses. It was a very isolated tradition in the late 19th century. But my, how times have changed. Back to the music. The band's called The Spider Hole. This is The Skeleton Wedding.
Well, chickens and the hens and the worms start leering cause they're waiting for the rocks. Water in the stocks. Gushes that'll loosen up the fisherman's knot. No! Arise and bow. Arise and lay and roll. Right down in the bay. Oh! You're late. You're late. You're late for the skeleton wedding. You're late. You're late. You're late for the skeleton wedding. You're late. You're late. You're late for the wedding. You're late. You're late. You're late for the skeleton wedding, baby.
It's the new music food truck, powered by Ion Indie Magazine.
I'm all dressed up with nowhere to go. Walking with a dead man over my shoulder. I'm all dressed up with nowhere to go. Walking with a dead man over my shoulder. Waiting for an invitation to arrive. Going to a party with no one still alive. Waiting for an invitation to arrive. Going to a party with no one still alive. I was struck by lightning, walking down the street. I was hit by something last night in my sleep. It's a dead man's party. Who could ask for more? Everybody's coming. Leave your body at the door. Leave your body and soul at the door. Don't run away. It's only me. Don't be afraid of what you can see. Don't run away. It's only me. Don't be afraid of what you can see. I was struck by lightning, walking down the street. I was hit by something last night in my sleep. It's a dead man's party. Who could ask for more? Everybody's coming. Leave your body at the door. Leave your body and soul at the door. Don't run away. Don't be afraid of what you can't see. Don't run away. It's only me. Don't be afraid of what you can't see.
One of my favorite songs, always reminds me of Halloween. Of course, it's Oingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party. This is the Halloween edition of the new music food truck. And another Halloween fun fact, number 4. Some animal shelters won't allow the adoption of black cats around Halloween for fear they'll be sacrificed. Years ago, this actually used to be pretty common, sacrificing a black cat on Halloween. Thank God that silly tradition has died down. Let's get into a double shot. The band's called the Raptors. Death Becomes Her. Happy Halloween. It's the new music food truck.
Crucify me, oh, I'm sitting in the graveyard. Crucify me, oh, I'm waiting in the dark. Crucify me, oh, the ghost of my Savior. Crucify me, and there will never be part. At midnight, they all gather round. My cover. Crucify me and all the secrets I found. At midnight, they all gather round. Death becomes her. Death becomes her. Death becomes her. Death becomes her. I tread too tight, but I'm still alive. I walk the sky, beyond I thrive. We talk in tongues, never come undone. I am the ghost, beyond the sun. At midnight, they all gather round. Death becomes her.
It's the new music food truck.
I woke up feeling kinda strange today. Something
a double shot of Halloween madness. It's the Raptors with Teen Witch. This is the Halloween edition of the new music food truck. I'm Stacey Edwards. I'm into my scary voice right now. Halloween fun facts, number 5. Historically, the owl has been one of the most popular Halloween images. This is because during medieval times in Europe, owls were seen as witches. It was said that hearing an owl's call was a sign that someone was about to die. Let's rock, shall we? The band's called Stringer. Their tune's called Ghosts. It's the Halloween edition of the new music food truck. Trick or treat.
I don't wanna think about it every single day, or have to suffer through the drudgeries of games we have to play. Cause my interest comes in fans. Is it too much to insist that we find a way to turn the situation into vicious? She started stopping out, thinking ordinary thoughts under the crushing weight of staying straight. The best of us will pop, still the earth will always spin. Relationship till end, and mistakes committed once, they surely will again. Cause now, what do they really want now? Or do they want to hear the sounds of a dying city? Or do they want to see New York in a gallery? I remember the graffiti on the wall back in that half of Brooklyn burned down. I remember being just a little child, hearing screaming from the intercom. I saw ghosts. I remember sounds of bodies on the roof, the sound of heavy bodies climbing up the stairs into my room. I remember being just a little child. Don't you remember being just a little child? Now, what do they really want now? Or do they want to hear the sounds of a dying city? Or do they want to see the visions from your dying culture? They want to see ghosts right now.
Lots of smoke coming out of that truck. Stick around to find out if we need 911 or it's another helping of fresh new music getting cooked up. It's the new music food truck.
What's one of your favorite memories?
That's a tough question. Well, there was this one time I went camping with my parents in a forest back when I was maybe like 8 or 9. And, I can remember one night we were laying out in our hammocks and we were just, watching the trees rustling in the wind above us, and we could hear the sounds of the forest all around us. Frogs singing and owls calling and the creek running nearby. It was amazing. It felt like we were a part of it all. I don't know if I do it justice trying to describe it, but I'll definitely never forget it.
Most of us have a memory of being in nature we'll never forget. Let's protect the world's natural places so more memories can be made for generations to come. Visit worldwildlife.org.
You're not wired to have a response to this sound. You're neutral to it. You hear it every time you finish a meal and never feel anything. But if we were able to associate this sound with a new stimulus, save the food, we've achieved pulling a natural response from you. Save the food. Why are we doing this, you may ask? Save the food. Because this ad is trying to change your after-meal behavior through brainwashing. Because food waste costs the average family $1,500 a year. Save the food, cha-ching, and $1,500 extra bucks is like getting a pay raise. Save the food, cha-ching, you're promoted, which could pay for your child's braces. Save the food, cha-ching, you're promoted.
Check out my braces.
So when you hear this sound, rethink your behavior. Cook it, store it, share it. Just don't waste it. For tips and recipes, visit savethefood.com. Brought to you by NRDC and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
When I grow up, I want to be a glass countertop in a new home.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's best birthday present.
When I grow up, I want to be a football stadium.
When I grow up, I want to be a warm fleece on a cold day.
When I grow up, I want to be a fancy backsplash.
I want to be a bike that races around the country.
When I grow up,
I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
I want to be a rocking chair on a sunny porch.
I want to be a skyscraper. I want to be
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. A public service advertisement brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
In many countries around the world, medical care is scarce. From birth defects to serious injuries and illnesses, countless millions have no access to safe surgery. Mercy Ships is there to help. With a team of volunteer professionals, nurses, surgeons, utilizing state-of-the-art hospital ships, Mercy Ships provides free surgeries for the thousands of those who are waiting for surgery at each port.
Mercy Ships is bringing services to countries that would otherwise never be able to access those services.
We just see people that need help. You realise that they have no way of getting help, and I want them to know that they're loved.
Help make a lasting impact and turn someone's fear to joy. Find out how you can help by visiting our website at mercyships.org for more information. That's mercyships.org.
Mother, may I have some more delicious brains?
That was tasty.
Welcome back to the Halloween edition of the New Music Food Truck. Stace Edwards. Still trying to convince Jim that the sexy nurse outfit does not work for him. That's okay. I think in his head, he's always going to be the sexy nurse.
Hey.
Here's a Halloween fun fact for you. Halloween is old, like really old. It is believed that Halloween traditions began in the year 4000 BC, which means that humans have been celebrating Halloween for over 6,000 years. And Boston, they really know how to light their jack-o'-lanterns. In fact, Boston holds the unique record of having the most jack-o'-lanterns lit at once with over 30,000. Yay, Boston. We've got time for one more. Check this one out. Raspin Stuart is his name. He's an LA artist. I'm digging this one. It's called Bye Bye Time Madness.
My whole life setting for little invisible men. And you can't see them, but you know they're there, and they'll be back again. I've stepped in every corridor and dated every suit. You wouldn't believe the wiles I've tucked in a thigh-length leather boot. If you only knew how hard it's been looking through the pages of a magazine. When you know they're there, they're not green. You just can't sleep, you look serene. You can't relax, you stay alert. Never can trust what's up your skirt. You act real sweet, you have to flirt. You gotta do it if you wanna dig the dirt. Every time I see a file X or Y or Z, this nightmare apparition presents itself to me. Spent my life defending Earth from scum and other worlds, incarcerating ruthless thugs. Now, should I wear the pearls? 'Cause after all, it's bye-bye time. Bye-bye. From the Twilight Zone to the Easter Isle, I was the guy who went the extra mile. From Ross Perot to Bill to Newt, none of them believe me but the kind of cute. From the crop circles to Mr. Spock, I was in the bushes and behind the rock. From the man in the moon to the men from Mars, chasing the invaders from beyond the stars. Since I was a rookie in the CBS, I dreamed of catching bad guys just like Elliot Ness. You can't escape my steel grip. There ain't no phoning, homie. No jumping on no rocket ship. You'll be my ass pony. 'Cause it's bye-bye time. Yes, it's bye-bye time. It's so divine to be so close. It's bye-bye time. Yes, it feels so much to be bye-bye time. To be so close.
Every tabloid story about aliens out of reach ain't half as strange as the group I saw landing on the beach. I'm the only one who knows it isn't complicated. I get to all the glory. He gets annihilated.
My close encounter of the strangest kind. My life's been spent pursuing this alien mastermind. And everywhere I turned to was haunted by his face. Those bulging eyes, that crooked nose, no way, the human race. And now he's just across the street. He's so close I could smell him. He's about to get his head blown off. Oh, shouldn't darling someone smell him? Yeah, this bye-bye time is so divine to be so close to bye-bye time. Yes, it feels so fine to be bye-bye time. 'Cause I'm so close. Die-die time. I mean bye-bye time. It's so divine to be so close. It's my time. It feels so fine, 'cause I'm so close to you. I'm going to miss you so much, you fool.
Pretty cool, right? There you go. The Halloween edition of the New Music Food Truck. Hope you enjoyed. Hey, if you missed any part of the show or if you just want to hear some of it again, replays, menus, everything you need at newmusicfoodtruck.com. We're powered by Ion Indie Magazine. You can find them online at ionindiemagazine.com. It's back to regular programming next week. The New Music Food Truck is produced by Jim Edwards. If you got any feedback, you want to tell us something, hit us up. Stace at newmusicfoodtruck.com or Jim at newmusicfoodtruck.com. Hey, Jim, I'm counting on you to give me all those little bite-sized Snickers bars. We'll talk about it at the pub. Hit the heat lamps on your way out, will you? We'll see you next time on the New Music Food Truck.
Hey, get that thing out of here!
It's the New Music Food Truck, powered by Ion Indie Magazine.